I just want people just to look at us as a rock and roll band. And, I mean, we don't hide the fact that we sing about Christ or stand up for Him. We're not ashamed of that whatsoever. But whenever people try to just term us as, say, a heavy metal band or just try to term us as a Christian band, there usually seems to be problems that come from that.
Keep going back, right about there. That's like a home base kind of for you.
A lot of stations just won't play us if we are labeled a Christian band. And, you know, we are Christian guys, and we do believe in Jesus, and we do sing about God, but yet we're a band.
You know, so you don't always have to play the camera. You could just, like, play out, and if you see the camera, whip to it and stuff.
Music's a, you know, it's a thing to voice your opinions, really. I mean, it could be poetry or taken as an art, or it could be something to use as making statements.
If you got the steady cam or the camera going by, if you want to, like, run with it, like as you're playing and stuff, it'll be cool, because there's so much room to run and stuff, you know?
For me, I just want people to go, hey, they're a good band, and they have a great message. They sing about something really good. They sing about Christ.
All right, stand by. Let's do a rehearsal.
I remember the days when rock and roll was a fun thing, you know, like in the days of Elvis Presley and Buddy Holly and Carl Perkins, when it was kind of clean fun, you know. There wasn't anything dirty about it. And in a sense, I think that's kind of what they're trying to convey in their own way.
Everybody in their places? Patrick, you need a level.
There's other people that stand up for evil, you know. Why couldn't I stand up for Christ but still be, you know, a rocker?
Okay, slates up, roll cameras.
Roll sound.
Great.
A crane is a standard crane for shooting film or video that no one rides on the end of.
It gives you an effect, this unit right here, of having like a portable helicopter sitting inside a stage that'll fly around, under, and over things.
Because there's not as much weight on the end of it with a person and an assistant or a director riding on the end of it, you're able to do things quicker with it and sweep and be able to look down where you couldn't really tip down and do 360 spins. You're able to go over people and audiences without fire marshals going berserk because you don't have two guys hanging from it flying over.
Go and get the drums, so zoom into the drums, Jeff. Okay, let's go get the drummer. Go right over the drummer. Watch out for the singer's head. Get in front of him, get in front of him.
Yeah, that's nice, that's nice. Power solo coming up. Go low, right into him.
I'm Robert and Michael's mother, so I was always very helpful in their band situation because my home was the nucleus of everything that happened, and so I just started getting involved and working with them, doing whatever needed to be done, never dreaming that I would become their manager.
It's made it different, you know, from the days when she was just our mother to now she's our mother and our manager. It's different, you know, a different relationship, but in a good way, you know.
I really like it that way. There's a lot of trust. You know, you hear a lot of nightmare stories today about management companies ripping bands off and problems happening, and everybody has problems, but it's really cool within the kind of almost like family type of setup.
It's very hard work, but if I have a job or a reason to be there, I'm there. And it's entertaining. It's fun. I enjoy it a lot, actually. It's a challenge.
It just thrills us to death, you know, to see it happening to them because it's happening for us, too. You know, it's kind of like we're up there on the stage. That's the feeling I get.
When I get up there on my own on the next one, because then I won't have to worry about being in the shot on that camera, then we can really go bananas.
2 stages being constructed by us, and the other one is the platform stage, which is 4 separate units.
The first thing we came up with was the idea of these swinging platforms, the platforms that the crane could go underneath and a Steadicam could run around and maybe suspended in this airplane hangar.
Because mostly, you know, bands are anchored on the ground and the cameras are coming down and around them and up and over them. In this case, the cameras could also go underneath.
Robert called and said, I like your idea about the platforms, but I still have this other idea, which was the $100 bill, and he said, could we do both? And that would make it more interesting.
Go in the middle. Let's go to the guys. Let's go to the chassis and let's go to the singer. Go up. Wide down. That's as wide as we can go. That's 20 mil.
Okay. Up higher if you get it.
He's already high. Okay, let's go to get the singer, guys. Go get the singer.
Okay, well, when you're first looking at the footage, what you want to do is you want to take all your moving cameras and lay those in first, so you're not wiping out little sections of shots that you've built later on and waste a lot of time.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Can they use that for something?
What?
That me grabbing the guitar and doing this to it? Right here. Right here. That's across.
And this shot of me I like right here. That smile.
Okay.
Yeah, you smiled. That was cool. And this is cool too. You and I together right here.
But basically, what you want to do when you first start with the footage is you want to take the best possible footage from each individual take and get that in the clip somehow. In this particular case, this song has a message to it, so what you want to do is make sure that when the singer is singing something that's real pertinent within the song, that you're nice and tight on him and you're getting that point across for him.
There's a shot I liked, but I think it was blurry. Can you back it out?
And their input sometimes is very good, actually, because a lot of times you work hard to do something, and if you didn't know that they didn't like the way they looked from the left profile or something, and you put 10 of those shots in, they're going to get the offline and say to you, well, I don't like that side of me. Could you take those shots out? And then you've got 10 holes you have to fill.
Get out of the helicopter right there. Something's wrong.
Okay, can you stop for a minute, Teresa?
I don't like that. I'd rather see us in the copter and then all of a sudden we're looking down at the logo and we're landing on it versus coming in on this point of view.
Okay.
The we could be lit a little longer, maybe.
The notes that we have here, I'm sure you'll probably find when you go through these that a lot of these are in there already.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the strong performance and the setup and the Verilights and the way it's shot will kind of make people think of them just as a good rock band, and I think that's what they need at this point in their career. They need people to just realize that it's a good rock band.
I hope it puts them on a big stage, literally, and say this is a big band in this music.
I'm really happy with what they're doing. I think they're breaking a lot of ground for a lot of people.
There's so many different dreams, but our main goal as a Christian and a Stryper and through life, you know, is the eventual day of getting to heaven and seeing Christ and just being there. And, that's where the party's going to be at. It's not going to be in hell.
My dream would have to be similar to that, for just everybody to, you know, put down their pride and just put down whatever it may be that puts up a wall between them and God.
For me, to see this band become bigger and for us to reach out to more people, because we look at it as the bigger the band gets, the more people who have the opportunity to hear what we're saying.
I think the best thing that could happen to Stryper is to find out that a lot of people became Christians because of this video. That would be the best thing, because they saw something in us that was different and they wanted that too.